How about if a man and a woman are together and his girl take more girl trips than she takes with him? Should that man feel concerned at all?
No. And this is from my perspective. And it truly depends on their relationship and the sake of their professions. But for me, I'm a person that loves to travel.
Right.
I love the beach. I feel like when you travel, you grow.
Right.
And you see different things. So I want to have those moments with someone that I'm connected with, but I also want to have and enjoy those moments with my friends as well.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I think something wrong got that going.
What?
If my wife is out there.
Now, are they single women or are they women that are in relationships?
Now, you made a good point.
Now that makes a difference. It absolutely does.
That does matter.
You know the activities that's happening on the trip.
What's the difference? I don't think nothing wrong with it though. Like really, like even if they in a long-term committed relationship, whatever, like if she travel a lot, like it just depends on what the guy does. You know, like say if he's busy a lot, like all the time, he can't travel. So go off with your friends, have fun.
So it don't matter if the friends are single. Like,
I mean, I don't care.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
I really don't care.
Well, I care.
The Highest Point Podcast. More than the pod, it's a lifestyle.
Yo. Welcome to the Highest Point Podcast. This is a podcast for everyone, no matter where you're from, no matter what you've been through. You know you deserve the best and willing to put in the work for progress to reach the highest point. Now, speaking about reaching the highest point, ladies and gentlemen, we got someone that you can see going state to state. You can see her in front of the camera. You can see her behind the camera doing producing. She's acting. She's editing. I mean, she's doing modeling. She's doing everything when it comes to this entertainment, television, and film industry. I mean, she's a return guest, and we're so glad to have her on the show. We have Miss Rachelle Neal in the building. What's happening?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No
Great
problem.
to be here.
Definitely glad to have you on now. And the word in the street says you got another film coming out.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's here already.
Blessings on top of blessings.
Absolutely. Socially distanced.
Yes.
Can you give us a little bit of information about that film and what it's about?
Yeah. Socially Distanced is a romance drama. And it's about two girls who own a marketing firm. They run into a few struggles within that firm. They both are actually cheated on by their current boyfriends at the time. And to relieve the stress, they decide to go on a girls' trip and release their answers. We take a trip to St. Croix, have the time of our lives, and find the answers that we're looking for there.
Now, your character, Whitney, she seems like a little bit of a hothead to me. She seems like she's a little cocky. Now, can you give us a little insight of what she brings to the socially distanced film?
Yes. Whitney, as I said, we're owners of the marketing firm. Whitney has she's very strong-minded. She moves to the beat of her own drums.
Right.
She does not like taking directions.
Right. She got authority issues, people. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. And within this film, we see her run into struggles that she also, unfortunately, creates in a little bit herself, still allows to happen, which we all do in lives, in our current lives. You know, we have to learn from a lot of things. So it's beautiful to see her go on those journeys and actually learn and grow and become a better woman in the process.
Oh, wow. Have you ever, experienced something like this? Because I can sense there might be some slight parallels in there that you honed from that character.
Yes. I can't lie. In life, we all go through things, you know. But it's the way that we prevail and the way that we get through them that's most important.
Yes.
But yes, I'm very hot-headed, even still to this day. But I try to instill certain discipline within myself, within everything, so I can hold myself accountable to continue to move forward. So
absolutely.
It's an ongoing process.
Did that make it easy to play the character? Like, did it just fall?
I saw a lot of myself within this character. Yes. So it made it easier, but there were different struggles. So I had to find different places to pull from within that. So
got you.
Yeah.
Right. So, when I was looking at this film, I saw this this gentleman that you kept running into while you was on that trip. Let's play a little clip from the show. Let's pull that up. Let's run through that real quick.
You staying with us this evening?
Yes, ma'am. We have a reservation for the weekend.
Okay.
Will it be raining like this for a while?
Well, unfortunately, we had tropical storms coming through today. well, right now, and it won't clear until Monday, unfortunately.
Bitch.
What's the reservation name?
My apologies, I'm good.
Okay,
Dang, she
here we
can't
are.
handle eyes.
You two are in room 312.
Does it have a pool view?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. What are we gonna do? Swim in our raincoats?
Well, we may get a small break in the weather and get a little bit of sunshine, so let's just pray for it, okay?
You're getting it
And
right
unfortunately, with the weather, our water sports
intense.
aren't available, so we do have nice restaurants.
So that's very interesting right there. Now, this is y'all first time seeing each other, and obviously it's a lot of foreshadowing right there. You know, that's happening. Like that was significant. Those eyes locking right there.
Yeah.
But then later on in the film, he's still engaging you, coming after you. Like you were like, hold on, are you following me?
And then she's also playing hard to get. So she's also going through her own personal struggles and journey, of the letdown, of getting over this relationship and making the choice initially to not deal with men.
Right.
We said we're completely done. That was agreement that Malia and I had.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
within this, there's something that she sees and feels. So she's torn between, what do I do? Do I honor this?
Right.
And in the midst of a date that we actually go on, or would he mix a date? You actually see the struggles that.
Right. You
that
can
she
tell
has
that
in
she was
that.
hurt.
Yeah.
And but how can you tell the difference between where's that thin line cross for women to be their comfortability? Okay, is this man being persistent, or is he about to cross the line of being a stalker?
I think you honestly have to pay attention to what he's saying and the communication that's there. A lot of times we listen for what we want to hear and not what people are actually given. And I think the one thing that she was able to see in that moment is that this is a man that's being genuine and you're actually being very hard and hurting him.
Right.
And that was the switch.
Yeah, because sometimes we can block our blessings.
100%.
You know?
And not know it.
Yeah.
Not know it.
You done push this thing away that was like right there in front of you. Then hindsight, you're like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have pushed so hard. And then it's hard to, like, when we emotional or, feeling hurt, man, like anybody can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so true. And even with him, with his response to her, it lets you know that he was genuinely wanting to get to know her.
Right.
Because you can tell when someone's after something for ego or to actually seek something,
right,
their response is not as genuine and nice. They come with attitude.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Just,
Yeah, I can tell this film is something that a lot of ladies can relate to, a lot of men can relate to. There was another part I wanted to point out.
Could you pass me your salt and pepper?
Look at she already
Seriously,
salt and
I
pepper.
don't
She
have
got
any.
spice. You see how she looking?
all the way.
Thank you. So, where you from?
You're persistent, aren't you?
Well, thought I'd have a little conversation with my meal,
Well, in that case, you should just sit at the bar. I'm sure the bartender would like to have more company.
Yeah, true. But then I had looked around and then I seen a seat over here that was a little bit more appealing. So my name is Michael, born and raised here in St. Croix. I've been here working at the resort for 5 years now. I really like people, and I love it here.
I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, you're bothering me.
I apologize. Definitely didn't mean to bother you. I just finished my meal in silence.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. That was rude. I'm just getting over a really bad breakup or whatever.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Whoever he is, you're definitely a foolish man.
And that we can agree on.
Pause that right there, bro. Now, she revealed some information to him right there that he didn't ask for. And she told him that basically she was just getting out of a bad breakup. So maybe subconsciously she had a little interest in him also, but that still that anger and wall that she already built up prevented that from showing initially. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a hard battle, you know? And then she's also made an agreement with Malia that they're just having a girls' trip.
Right.
So it's now I have to stay focused.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Like, because you got to also think, like, okay, am I going to keep my bond with my girl? Or, like, this thing right here really seems like it might be good and got some potential, you know? So it's a thing you got to balance.
Yes.
Yeah, well, also, she probably realized that she was being rude in the scene, too. Like, when he said, I'm going to just eat my meal in silence.
Right, right.
She was like, oh,
Yes.
okay, hold on.
Right, right.
Let me take a step back and, you know, let them know what's going on and
Right.
why I'm kind of acting like this.
Yeah, yeah. Because sometimes we
the
can be
switch.
sharp and then, like, not realize until the reaction of the person we was that way to, you know?
Yeah, and just be like, oh, my bad. I ain't mean it like that, but, you know,
Exactly.
this is what it is.
Exactly.
Right, and why.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, I know you guys on the you know, girls trip, whatnot, because you all were hurt because of the breakup and that gentleman cheating on y'all. Well, y'all had two separate people,
Yes.
but
Jesus.
that's a whole
Thank
different
God for
story,
that.
whole different movie.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get that right. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I want to take it back to, like, okay, because movies, we relate movies to life, right? So, how about if a man and a woman are together and his girl take more girl trips than she takes with him? You know, she always out with going traveling with the girls, maybe 6 to 8 times out of the year, and she traveled with him maybe 2. Should that man feel concerned at all?
Well, from a female's point of view, I would say no. And this is from my perspective. And it truly depends on their relationship and the sake of their professions, the time that is allowed there that's for travel. But she really could just be having a good time to get away and to balance her life out. And again, it really depends on the nature of the relationship and what they do. But for me, I'm a person that loves to travel.
Right.
I love the beach. I love grow. I feel like when you travel, you grow.
Right.
And you see different things. So I want to travel, you know, I want to have those moments with someone that I'm connected with, but I also want to have and enjoy those moments with my friends as well.
Right. I understand.
yeah.
I understand. I think something wrong got that going.
What?
If my wife is out there traveling with her girls.
Now, are they single women or are they women that are in relationships?
Now, you made a good point.
Now that
That
makes
matters.
a difference. It absolutely does.
That
'Cause
does
then
matter.
You know the activities that's happening on the trip.
What's the difference? Because I don't know.
Because if you're single, you're partaking in those type of activities. You're out to have fun. You're mixing and mingling with those of the opposite sex.
Right, but they're in a mixed group. So how does that work? Like you got
A mixed group is different.
like you got the married girls and then you got the single girls. You know
No,
what
I
I'm saying?
said if you're doing it separate.
Okay.
Right. She was saying
Yes.
if she's out with a group of single girls or she out with a group of, like, girls who
Of
have
girls
a man
who
at
are
home.
married as well. Yeah.
So she with the single girls is getting cracking.
I mean, if you go out with, come on now. It's very, it would be very, for me, it wouldn't even be enjoyable for someone who's in a relationship to go on a trip with girls who are completely single.
Right.
The activities you're interested in are completely different. The
Very
one
true.
who's in a relationship wants to go sit out to eat and enjoy wine and just look beautiful. The ones in a relationship trying to get turned up because they want to go out to meet people.
You said the ones in a relationship?
The ones that aren't.
Got you.
They want to go out and get turned. Like,
Yeah.
they looking for a party.
Right.
So it's different.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can agree with that.
I don't think nothing wrong with it though. Like really, like even if they in a long term committed relationship, whatever. Like if she travel a lot, like it just depends on what the guy does. You know, like say if he's busy a lot, like all the time, he can't travel. But she might have time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So go off with your friends, have fun.
Right.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
shouldn't
okay.
stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's fine if she go out there with. So it don't matter if the friends are single. Like they can just do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You just do what you do. Make sure you do the right thing.
Not to me.
That's different.
I mean, I don't care.
That's
You know
different.
what I'm saying?
Though. That's different.
I really don't care.
Well, I care. Now, well, I care because I expect my wife not even to want to even roll with a bunch of single people and hang and do things they doing.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like you gonna be that odd person out. They can be like, girl, turn up. Like why you being a square?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Peer pressure, all type of stuff.
It depends on the group of friends though. Like if you know the girls get down like that, like while they in the city, then she don't need to be going with them no way. Out of the city.
Well, yeah, the people
You know what I'm
matter.
saying? So
Yeah.
But if you look at it like that, she still technically, if those girls get wild like that, she wouldn't even be friends with those girls still to that point where they would even ask her to go on that trip because they're living different lives at that point. They can still be friends, but they're not going to travel together because they know this girl ain't up for that.
Oh, so if they get loose and then they invite her and she probably with it too, huh?
I mean,
You got to snitch. Come on, tell her.
yeah, like unless the only way that wouldn't happen is these are friends from like
Elementary or something.
yes, where
Yeah,
they
and they
know
just have
each
their
other,
lifestyle,
where they
you have
really know
yours.
each other and they truly support each other.
Mhm.
Now, if it's just some girls you just met that's living life, you know what's up.
Oh
Yeah. And I also have to give, my wife the same grace as myself because I have a wide range of different type of people I know, right?
Mhm.
So, I got my homies that are married, actually all my really close friends are involved or married or something like that. But, also you got those savages out there. But just because I'm around the savages or hanging with them, I'm not going to be partaking in stuff they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I still got to look at it way of like, okay, my wife can still have the same type of mindset I have and dissociate with, certain things. So it's I mean, you guys let us know what y'all think. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let us know what y'all think, because that's
It can get tricky.
it can get tricky, like for real. Like, but at the end of the day, I expect my wife to either like, okay, I got involved with her. I took her serious because of the type of person she is and the quality of people that she stay around.
Absolutely.
And so the friends that she select, they're most likely quality as well. So
Yes.
Right.
So yeah,
Truth
that's
be
how
told,
it
at the end of the day, we need to go to the foundation of a lot of relationships that we have and look at what they're actually built on.
Right.
Because when you truly select a person and you're at that stage and you're truly making that decision to be committed there, you should be aligned.
Yes, for
So
sure.
certain things like that wouldn't be able to exist. So.
Right.
Subscribe now for part 2.
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.